We're all healthy and together, and I think we're living in a wonderful time.
Do you really feel that way?
The 80s are a wonderful time. We have an awful lot to be thankful for.
More outdoor recreation can be found at River Country, Disney's version of the old-fashioned swimming hole.
WDW Radio, your information station.
Hello, my friend, and welcome to the WDW Radio Show, your guide to Walt Disney World and Disney parks and experiences around the world. I'm your host, Lou Mangello, and this is show number 809. And together, we share the Disney magic not only here on the podcast, but my weekly live video every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, blog, events, newsletter, and more. You can join the community and find everything at WDWRadio.com. And do you want to discover how to experience the magic of the holidays at Walt Disney World without spending a dime? Join me this week as I unwrap 5-ish completely free ways to celebrate the season, from festive entertainment to dazzling displays that are sure to bring a little extra cheer to your Disney holiday plans. Then stay tuned for our Disney Trivia Question of the Week for your chance to win a Disney prize package. And don't forget to sign up for my free weekly email newsletter to stay connected and not miss a thing. And when you do, you can get a free copy of my 102 Things to Do at Walt Disney World at least once book. And I'd love to connect with you on social. I am at Lou Mangello on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And if I can ever help you, please visit LouMangello.com. Whether if you're looking for a speaker for your event, conference, or business and want to apply lessons from the Disney parks to your organization, or if you're a creator or solopreneur ready to turn your passion into your profession, I'd love to help you transform what you love into what you do. And if you like what you hear on the show, and I hope that you do, please share the show and tell a friend. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's episode of the WDW Radio Show. The holidays at Walt Disney World are truly magical and a very special time of the year. But did you know you don't have to spend a single penny, trust me, you can if you want to experience some of the best festive fun the resort has to offer? Each of the 4 theme parks has even more holiday enhancements, decor, activities, overlays, and much, much more to enjoy and experience this year. And while I love ticketed events like Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and Jollywood Nights, both of which I think are better than ever and absolutely worth the ticket, I also know that it might not always be possible for one reason or another to attend either or both. But did you know that you can enjoy the magic of the holidays in Walt Disney World without a party ticket or even a theme park ticket? From spectacular decorations to unique holiday activities, there are so many different ways to celebrate the season completely free. And this week, I'm going to share 5-ish of my favorite free ways to enjoy the holiday magic at Walt Disney World, and maybe even inspire you to add a little extra holiday cheer to your next visit. And look, I want to start off by saying that there are way more than 5. So what I ended up doing was combining a number of these into not just what to do, but where. And I think in some cases, how you can even add your own extra levels of fun to each of these places and experiences. And the first place I want to take you is Disney Springs. And you're probably saying, Mangello, I know there's a Christmas tree stroll. You're right, it's on this part of the list, but there's actually a lot more to do. And I think that Disney Springs really is the ultimate destination for holiday magic outside the parks. To me, I've always said that it is the fifth gate. And the best part about it is that so much, really almost all of it, is completely free. From incredible decorations to live entertainment to a few surprises you might not expect, there's no shortage of ways to get into the festive mood. So let's explore some of my favorite free holiday activities you can enjoy right now at Disney Springs. And I will start off with a returning favorite this year, which is the Disney Springs Christmas Tree Stroll, an annual tradition which is sponsored by Advent Health, where you can go on a scavenger hunt for themed Christmas trees around Disney Springs. This relatively new tradition started back in 2016 as the Disney Springs Christmas Tree Trail over in the Marketplace area, and now has expanded to become the Christmas Tree Stroll. Now, back in 2016, the trail was located close to Once Upon a Toy in the area that used to be the bus stop before it moved to Town Center. And now for 2024, there are 21 different Christmas trees that are decked out in some of your favorite Disney, Pixar, Star Wars, and Marvel characters and moments. So you'll find Moana and Toy Story, Lion King, Nightmare Before Christmas, attractions like Haunted Mansion, there's an annual pass holder tree, Star Wars, Coco, Guardians of the Galaxy, a Disney Plus tree, Mickey and Minnie, Encanto, Princess and the Frog, Wish, a Disney Parks tree, Encanto, and more. But what I like about this and scattering the trees throughout Disney Springs is that now guests can participate in a scavenger hunt by picking up a complimentary map from CityWorks, Crystal Arts by Erebus Brothers, Joffrey's Coffee, the Lego Store, or the Luxury of Time by Diamonds International. Again, it's completely free. You don't have to buy anything. And then as you find the trees, you put the sticker on the map. And then when you're done, you can visit certain locations around Springs to get a limited edition completer button. And what I like too about doing this way is that there's a sort of like gamified the experience. So now it's not just about sort of going through the trail and just taking a picture of each tree. It's having to look for and find as you wander, explore, and in my case, graze your way through Disney Springs. This year too, there's also some interactive enhancements and features. So if you have a Magic Band Plus, as you approach certain trees, your Magic Band Plus will light up and it'll vibrate in sync with the tree's theme. So some trees will have lights and sounds and songs. For example, if you go over to the Disney Cruise Line tree, you'll hear the Disney Cruise Line horn. And if you have your Disney Magic Band Plus, don't take it off just yet, because I'll talk about some other enhancements at Disney Springs that utilize the Magic Band Plus as well. And there is one other aspect to the tree stroll, which is not for every guest, but just one family in particular, because at 6 p.m. every night, a family is chosen to light up the Marketplace signature tree in front of the Once Upon a Toy fountain play area. And then there's a little DJ dance party and games and activities. So if you're lucky and happen to be in the right place at the right time, you and your family might be selected to light up the signature tree in front of Once Upon a Toy. But I love the fact that the tree stroll is new every year. It's enhanced every year. I love the Magic Band Plus enhancements. It's for everybody in the family. And I love the fact that you don't have to be in a certain place to queue up and sort of get in line like it used to be when it first opened up. And the fact that you can get a free souvenir if and when you finish the entire stroll is just even another plus on top. And next on my list for Disney Springs, and you might not even realize this, is that Santa Claus is a huge fan of Walt Disney World. In fact, he spends a lot of time making his way throughout the park and resorts before he has to go to work for Christmas Eve. But did you also know that you could meet him for free in Disney Springs at Santa's Marketplace near Disney's Pin Traders now through December 24th from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. What I love about this is that you can join a virtual queue via the My Disney Experience app to meet Santa. And there's virtual queue enrollment times throughout the day, every couple of hours starting at 9 a.m. and then ending at 6 p.m. And then you have to sort of be in Disney Springs in order to join the queue, but one person can enroll your entire party. So if you have up to 10 people, you only need one person to do it, and then you'll get a digital entry code and not notified via the app when it's your turn. PhotoPass photographers are there. You can use your own cameras. And you might not realize this as well, when Santa does go off to work, Santa Goofy is going to be there from December 25th through December 30th at the same location and times. So you get twice the Santas for the same price, which is still free. But wait, there's more. Because did you know you could meet another wonderful, unexpected, sometimes elusive, and unique but always fun and funny character in Disney Springs? Because Douglas Fir, the beloved talking and rolling Christmas tree, has returned to Disney Springs for the holiday season. And Douglas Fir doesn't necessarily have a specific meet and greet location. You'll find him roaming throughout Disney Springs, particularly around and near the Christmas tree stroll. But Douglas Fir is truly not just a character to take pictures with, but a unique, fun, and funny character that loves to interact with guests, kids of all ages, and adults. Douglas has no set time. His appearances are very spontaneous, which adds a little bit of an element of surprise and magic to the holiday season. So make sure you keep your eyes out for Douglas fir. And if and when you do, go over, say hi. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Douglas fir is the often overlooked surprise holiday star of the season. Speaking of stars of the season, there's also a ton of live entertainment and performances throughout Disney Springs, day or night. So you'll find toy soldier stilt walkers, snowflake performers, traditional characters. There's Kwanzaa celebration performers, Hanukkah medley musicians, a lot of various musical acts that perform holiday-themed sets at different locations within Disney Springs. Look for Ingrid and Maria and some of the other many incredibly talented musicians and pianists that perform on a roaming and rolling piano throughout Disney Springs. And what I love is that there's so many different musical acts performing holiday-themed sets. You never know exactly who will be where and when, and that's that element of surprise and delight as you make your way through who and what may pop up and perform wherever you might be. And something else that's new, or should I say really is enhanced this year, are the holiday window displays at Disney Springs. So as you stroll through Springs and look at some of the different festive holiday windows adorned with holiday decorations, it all adds to the seasonal ambiance. It's like walking down, Fifth Avenue in New York City. But if you go outside the World of Disney store, you can see beautiful storytelling window displays that celebrate, the tradition of writing letters to Santa. Some of Disney's most cherished characters will be there as well. But if you have your Disney Magic Band Plus, be sure to bring that as well, as there's a fun, new, interactive, and more importantly, personalized element to this display over at the World of Disney. And obviously, the shopping and decorations throughout Disney Springs, all the shops and restaurants are adorned with, window dressings and lights and decorations. A lot of stores obviously have a ton of holiday-themed merchandise, but I'm sticking to free things to do while you're there. A couple other little things to sort of be on the lookout for while you are spending your day or sort of your evening at Disney Springs. Look for the nightly snowfall through December 30th. You can go meet the Coca-Cola polar bear on the second floor of the Coca-Cola store. No purchase required. And just overall, I think Disney Springs has, like I said, it's the fifth park to me. I think I spend more time in Springs than I do the actual parks, but it takes on a new life, a new energy during the holiday season, and definitely a must-do destination. And again, everything that I mentioned here is completely free. No theme park ticket required. Next on the list, we're going to go to the Walt Disney World resorts, because the holidays are about so much more than the parks, and yes, even Springs, because I think it's really when the resorts truly come alive. And even beyond the classic and incredible, and yes, we'll talk about the larger-than-life gingerbread displays, Disney's resorts offer countless ways to really soak up the spirit of the season. So let's unwrap the magic of the holidays over at the Disney resorts. And of course, we will start with the gingerbread, because during the 2024 holiday season, a number of the resort hotels showcase a variety of very intricate and beautiful and also very delicious, although you can't actually eat the displays, each offering a unique festive experience. So for example, over at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, they're celebrating the 25th anniversary in 2024. And there is for my size, a life-size, almost Victorian-style gingerbread house. It's adorned with white chocolate candy canes and edible snowflakes and poinsettias and an 88-pound white chocolate Santa. And there you can not only take beautiful pictures, but you can purchase holiday treats, including but not limited to the legendary gingerbread shingle. There's a gingerbread Mickey, there's stolen bread, a brownie pop, ginger snap cookies, there's gingerbread ornaments, gingerbread houses, gingerbread loaves, peppermint bark. You cannot go wrong if you're looking for anything gingerbread or something sweet. And this year, to celebrate the house's 20th anniversary, there's 25 hidden Mickeys scattered across the house. There's also limited edition 25th anniversary merchandise, including a pin, ornament, cookie jar, tumbler, magnet, t-shirt, and other items as well. Over at Disney's Beach Club Resort, the Gingerbread Carousel is returning for its 24th year, and this is a life-size rotating carousel that features hand-painted characters and handcrafted gingerbread shingles and snowflakes. This year, the theme is inspired by Mickey's Christmas Carol, and some of the items there, and yes, I know these items are not free if you choose to purchase them, are Linzer cookies. There's a spiced orange and cranberry bundt cake, gingerbread macarons, a hot cocoa brownie, Hanukkah sugar cookie, stolen bread, and of course, the gingerbread houses. Across Crescent Lake over at Disney's Boardwalk Inn, they are bringing back the Boardwalk Deli Gingerbread House, themed after the nearby Boardwalk Deli, formerly the Boardwalk Bakery. And this year, in addition to the holiday Mickey and Minnie sugar cookie, there's a Mickey caramel corn cookie, a gingerbread loaf, a gingerbread shingle, and of course, a collectible pin. And back for its 4th year over at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, so beginning on November 24th, the lobby is going to feature life-size baby gingerbread animals named Ginger, the giraffe, and Deborah, the zebra. They are both nearly 7 feet tall, made out of gingerbread, sugar dough, and modeling chocolate. And in addition to the displays, you can also purchase a ginger naff cookie, specialty cocktails, and there's also a cookie jar, a limited edition pin, and a holiday ornament. And heading over to Disney's Contemporary Resort on the 4th floor in the Grand Concourse, there's a 17-foot tall display inspired by Cinderella Castle's Dream Lights. It incorporates 612 pounds of sugar, 1,012 pounds of flour, and over 4,000 gingerbread bricks. You can also search for 13 hidden Mickeys and a 5-legged goat, which is nod to Mary Blair's mural in the resort. And here there's a wide variety of treats that you can purchase, including a Lindra cookie, a chocolate hazelnut log, a caramel apple cake with gingerbread streusel, which I might have to go and try, pistachio, cranberry, and cherry cake, Santa's peppermint hot chocolate tart, house-made Christmas tree butter cookie, and there's also a winterberry freeze and frozen hot cocoa, which can be served with or without a little alcoholic floater. Now, if you go over to Disney's Wilderness Lodge, they don't have a gingerbread display, but you can purchase special treats beginning November 21st, including a dark chocolate bar, molasses crackle cookie, a cookie box, and some other treats and a pin as well. And now I know I'm specifically talking about free things to do outside the parks that you don't need a ticket, but I do want to mention that if you do go over to Epcot Center and Communicore Hall, there's a brand new, starting on November 29th, 8-foot tall gingerbread display that's going to mirror the iconic Spaceship Earth. It's going to feature almost 1,000 handcrafted gingerbread triangles and lights. There's going to be music throughout the day. And there's also 11 hidden Mickeys that represent the 11 countries of World Showcase. But let's stick with the Disney resorts, because in addition to the resorts that have the gingerbread houses and carousels and displays, there are amazing holiday decorations at most of, if not all of, the Disney resorts. And you really can sort of set up your own holiday decoration tour of the lobbies and exteriors of some of the resort hotels, because each offers unique festive themes and decor that is themed to the resorts. So, for example, while you're at the Contemporary and Grand Floridian looking at the gingerbread houses and the gingerbread castle display, take the monorail or the boat over to Polynesian Village, because there, the theme decorations really blend a lot of the traditional holiday elements with Polynesian culture. There's a lot of like tropical flowers and leis and island-inspired ornaments. It's a very different, but very warm and sort of exotic holiday atmosphere as well. And if you're going to visit or eat at the Beach Club or Boardwalk gingerbread displays, go over to the Yacht Club Resort, because there's this beautiful miniature train village. Unless you're staying there, I think it's something that's really overlooked during the holidays. It's this wonderful miniature village with a winter wonderland theme. There's a working train, a lot of like incredible little seasonal and year-over-year details that really reflect that nautical elegance of the resort with maritime theme and sort of that seaside village ornament and garlands. I mentioned briefly Wilderness Lodge. I think this may be my favorite resort to go visit during the holidays. There is this massive Christmas tree adorned with Native American and Western themed ornaments right in the center of that incredible grand lobby, which is so cozy with the garland and the wreaths and the incredible roaring fireplace. It really sort of evokes this warm lodge-like holiday setting. And absolutely make your way over to Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, because the resort's African-inspired holiday decor includes not just this beautiful and unique Christmas tree in the lobby with a lot of handcrafted ornaments and African textiles, but the unique decorations around the entire resort really celebrate the diverse cultures of Africa. There are always so many cultural representatives around to talk to you about holiday traditions in Africa and some of the different countries that really offers a very distinctive, educational, and fun holiday experience. And the other nice thing about going to visit the resorts is that in addition to not having to pay any sort of entry fee or have a ticket, you can use Disney's complimentary transportation, like the monorails, the boats, and the buses, to navigate between the resorts. And I think if you time it just right, like if you plan your visits during the afternoon or the early evening, you can enjoy the decorations in both the daylight and when they're illuminated at night, which I think offers a completely different experience. Obviously, if you can go during weekdays, it's a lot less crowded. I think provides a little bit more of a relaxed experience. And look, you have to eat, so maybe consider making dining reservations at one or more of the resort restaurants to really sort of enhance your holiday tour. A lot of the resorts offer holiday menus and themed dining experiences. So, for example, Grand Floridian Cafe, they have seasonal dishes around the holidays, not just on Christmas and Thanksgiving and New Year. So check the menus, make some dining reservations. You can sort of plan your tour that way. Plus, one other thing you could do at the resorts, and I think a lot of people, this is one of the sort of hiding in plain sight things, is that many of the Disney Resort hotels host free holiday-themed craft activities, whether it's creating ornaments or decorating cookies or crafting holiday cards. They're normally held in the lobbies or, for some of them, the designated activity centers. For example, Disney Wilderness Lodge has ornament making sessions. I know Art of Animation in the past has done holiday coloring for kids. Schedules and offerings are going to vary by resort, so I definitely recommend checking with the front desk or the concierge for specific times and details. Whether you're staying at the resort or just visiting the resort, especially if you have young kids, some of those holiday crafts are a lot of fun activities to give them not only something to do, but something to take away from the experience as well. And of course, when you're doing any or all of these, right, the best camera that you have is the one that is in your pocket. There are so many great photo opportunities for you to take when you're visiting the resorts or Disney Springs. But next on my list, number 3, are the holiday-themed photo pass opportunities. Because this year, there are 12 new holiday photo ops that are completely free from Disney Photo Pass photographers that run until after New Year's around January 4th. Now, I understand while the photo pass service itself is free, accessing and downloading the photos does require a purchase. It also depends on what pass you have. So, for example, if you want to purchase Memory Maker, that gives you unlimited digital downloads of all your PhotoPass photos and videos that are captured during a vacation. Those run anywhere from a single day around $75 to advanced purchase of $185, which you have to do about 3 days before your first picture is taken. Otherwise, the same day purchase is around $210. If you're an annual pass holder, you can do it as an add-on for $99 plus tax, but that's for the entire year. And that's unlimited digital downloads of all your PhotoPass photos and videos that are captured during your annual pass period. Of course, if you don't want to do Memory Maker, you can do individual photo downloads for about $19 each. But if you want to go get your family Christmas card picture, or just want to get the whole family together and not have to try and do it as a selfie, which is what my family and I have always done in the past, Disney PhotoPass is a great opportunity. Plus, there are so many cool PhotoPass opportunities with different holiday-themed props and backdrops available at a number of locations throughout Disney Springs and the Disney Resort hotels, which are perfect for, again, capturing some of those seasonal photos. So I honestly think that the holiday unique touches make the Memory Maker photo package an even more worthwhile investment. Because look, while each of the 4 theme parks offers a lot of iconic photo pass opportunities inside, I think a lot of people don't realize that there's equally magical photo pass opportunities outside the parks, including at the resort. So for example, at Disney's Grand Floridian, they have a photo op in front of the gingerbread house, as well as the holiday tree. Disney's Wilderness Lodge, I believe, again, is going to have the magic shot featuring an animated snowfall. Over at Jumbo House at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, there's a PhotoPass photographer usually on hand to capture you and your group in front of the iconic Christmas tree. And this year, Disney Springs has a lot of great PhotoPass opportunities, including its dedicated indoor studio over in the marketplace. So in addition to the PhotoPass photographers out and about just throughout the outdoor areas of Disney Springs, if you go over to the marketplace area, there's a PhotoPass studio that has festive backdrops and green screens, so you can choose and create seasonal photos with a lot of different holiday-themed digital backgrounds and props. And this year, there's also a new physical backdrop that captures sort of the feel of a wintry, nostalgic afternoon with a vintage truck and a lot of different holiday decorations around. It's beautiful. You would never know that you're inside of a studio. And again, it's completely free to have the PhotoPass photographer take your pictures. It's up to you if you decide to purchase. You could also go have the PhotoPass photographer take your picture and use your own camera as well. The studio is open every day from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. But again, if you can go during the week and avoid the weekend crowds, you'll have a much shorter wait. And if you were ever a kid whose mom and dad or uncle and aunt, grandma, grandpa took you to Sears or JCPenney or Kmart to take your holiday photos, I promise this is a much better, much more professional overall experience and product. Now, for number 4 on my list, this is sort of free with an asterisk because the holidays at Walt Disney World are not just a feast for the eyes, they are a treat for your taste buds as well. And Disney has created a lineup of seasonal sips and bites that capture the flavors of the season. And I think while you're outside the parks, again, doing some of these other free experiences, there's a great opportunity to indulge in this delicious mix of traditional holiday tastes and some imaginative culinary twists as well. Now, for the purposes of this list, I am not going to go to all of the resorts. As you are making your way and doing your resort tour, be sure to check out some of the special holiday treats that are available. Instead, I want to look specifically over at Disney Springs because there are so many incredible dining options and snack options throughout Disney Springs, and a lot of the restaurants and even quick service locations have special holiday menus and items and treats and drinks, etc. Now, while some locations only have a holiday menu specifically on Christmas, like for example, Paddlefish, most of the other locations have a holiday menu that begins usually in early November. And for some places like Everglazed or Erin McKenna's Bakery, they don't start offering holiday menus and treats until December. But Enzo's Hideaway, Jock Lindsay's, the Marketplace Snacks, Morimoto Asia, Pizza Ponte, Swirls on the Water, Terralina has a Christmas menu. The Edison, Ganachery, and Vivoli El Gelato all have holiday sweets, treats, and eats. However, the one place I want to focus on and bring your attention to, and again, the food is not free, so please don't tell them I said that, but there is no admission. So you can, specifically for this place, you can just, even if you don't want to eat there, you can and should walk in and look around. But like I said, you're going to be doing all this walking, you're visiting all these places in Disney Springs, you have to eat. And when you do, I very highly recommend Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar. And please don't let the name fool you. While it says Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar, this is a very family-friendly location. It is not, quote-unquote, just a bar because they have an extensive and oh so very delicious menu. Plus, in addition to the bar seating and indoor seating, there's beautiful outdoor seating it's overwater seating outside, which especially this time of year is absolutely spectacular. And what I love specifically about Jock's is that during the holiday season, like the spirit of adventure meets festive cheer. Because during the holidays, Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar transforms into Jock Lindsay's Holiday Bar, complete with over-the-top holiday decor, whimsical seasonal cocktails, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, and delicious themed bites to put you in the holiday spirit. And I think this is the perfect place if you want to get together with a group of friends or family and just have a very sort of chill, casual, shareable bites and drinks. Jock Lindsay's is the place. And this year, they have an amazing holiday menu with a lot of different themed appetizer. So the Air Tours Bacon and Waffles is a combination of breakfast sausage waffle, mini quiche, and candied bacon with a bourbon maple syrup. There's holiday mine car meatballs, which are maple bourbon meatballs with Granny Smith. I'm so excited I can't talk. Granny Smith apple and cranberry chutney, sweet potato hay and thyme. Oh, ham and cheese trees, which are baked puff pastries with cheddar and smoked ham, topped with an herb pesto, a Monterey Jack Star, and infused honey. Here we come a croquetting, which are turkey croquettes with I'm drooling on my microphone. Cranberry jam, turkey gravy, sweet potato puree, and herb gremolata. Naughty or Nice deviled eggs, Jock's famous pigs in a blanket, and then a number of different seasonal sips, including coquito with cookies, Jock's fruitcake, lump of coal, which is new for 2024, a flight of spiked hot chocolates, including spiced caramel with Captain Morgan original spiced rum, peanut butter with Screwball peanut butter whiskey, and peppermint white chocolate with creamed mint. As I'm reading this, I'm saying, Lou, you need to find some friends and go do a live review. Stay tuned. It's coming. But all of these offerings provide a festive dining experience, whether you are inside or out. So whether you are a fan of Raiders of the Lost Ark or just the holidays, you absolutely have to make it a point to go and stop in, grab a drink, grab some snacks, share among family and friends, or don't share. It's up to you. and check out Jock Lindsay's Holiday Bar. And if and when you do, please let me know what you think of it. You can post over in the clubhouse at wdwradio.com/clubhouse or call the voicemail. Call the voicemail from Jock Lindsay's at 407-900-9391. That's 407-900-WDW1 and let me know what you think. And finally, number 5 on my list. I don't want to say I'm saving the best for last, but it just might be. But at the very least, I think this is the most overlooked or underrated or completely off the radar holiday experience at Walt Disney World. And it's, again, completely free. Because you may have visited some of the Walt Disney World resorts, you've seen the gingerbread houses, you've eaten your way through, but have you visited Santa's favorite resorts, which is the Walt Disney World, Swan, and Dolphin, where they have a variety of festive activities and experiences during the holiday season. And look, I think the Swan and Dolphin is overlooked in terms of a resort and destination to begin with, but during the holidays, local guests, as well as guests from anywhere around Walt Disney World, are invited to experience Disney magic with holiday light displays, a number of Christmas-themed events, parades, and more. Plus, you and your family, or just you, can get the chance to visit with Santa and Mrs. Claus as they soak up some of that Florida sunshine before they head back to the North Pole. And they have an absolutely Instagram-worthy chocolate Santa display made from over 1,200 pounds of chocolate. So let me go through just some of the holiday offerings that are available at the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin. One, on select nights, you can meet Santa and Mrs. Claus and their special elf, Candy Cane, at Santa's Holiday Hangout by the Swan Pool from 6 to 8 p.m. I have gone to visit with Santa and Mrs. Claus every year for the last number of years. I promise you they are a lot of fun, absolutely hysterical, and really, really cool photo opportunities. There's oftentimes other holiday entertainment out there as well. There's also cookie decorating, so children can decorate holiday cookies with assistance from the resort's cast members. Again, completely free at Santa's Holiday Hangout by the Swan Pool on select nights from 6 to 8 p.m. 1 cookie per guest, please. I have tested that. It's true. There's also the Elves Magical Workshop for kids. There's a lot of little crafting stations like decorating ornaments, assembling personalized gift bags, or creating their own stuffed toys, again, with the assistance of some of Santa's little elves. There's also Santa's Dancing Lights Spectacular. So the causeway between the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin features dancing lighted palms that come alive every 10 minutes after dusk in this musical and light display. It is beautiful. There's usually not a lot of people there. You get great photos and videos as well. And if you're staying at the Swan and or Dolphin, and you should because they have the most comfortable beds on property, the Heavenly Beds are amazing. There's also special events and activities just for guests. So for example, if you're staying there during the Christmas holiday, like on Christmas Eve, kids can get a magic key from the concierge desk that they can hang on their hotel room door. According to story, it doesn't really happen, so that Santa can deliver presents even without a chimney. You can have your hotel room decorated with in-room Christmas tree packages, stocking stuffers, gift bags, etc. if you make a reservation in advance. There is special dining at all of the restaurants, including holiday-themed menus and dining experiences. And be sure to check out the spectacular chocolate Santa sculpture made from nearly 1,300 pounds of chocolates by the resort's 2-time world pastry chef. And that amazing Santa display is available over at the Walt Disney World Swan, just outside Il Molino, which, another conversation for another day, may be the best Italian food, not just on property, but in the Orlando area. But for more details, to make a reservation, you can visit santasfavoriteresort.com or go to mousefantravel.com and they can make your reservation for you. So that's it. That is my 5 completely free things that you can experience at Walt Disney World during and for the holidays. 1, everything available at Disney Springs. 2, take and make a resort tour. 3, the holiday-themed photo pass opportunities. 4, the seasonal sips and bites, specifically at Jock Lindsay's Holiday Bar. And 5, check out Santa's favorite resort over at the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin. And look, I think something fun that you can do with this too is like gamify it, right? Turn it into, create your own holiday crawl. So for example, you can do a Walt Disney World Resort decorations and holiday crawl, right? It's fun, it's free, it's festive, it's completely family friendly, right? Whether you're staying at a Disney resort or if you're just visiting and you want to explore some of the holiday magic beyond the parks, just like choose your starting point, plan your route, whether it's like, all right, today we're going to do the monorail resorts, like we're going to do the Epcot Skyliner resorts, and then we'll do the Disney Springs resorts. Check out the different gingerbread displays and the resort holiday decorations, which are spectacular. Ask at the front or concierge desk about some of the complimentary activities throughout the resorts, including the holiday-themed movies under the stars, the campfire sing-alongs, the scavenger hunts. Make the transportation part of the adventure. Like, try and see if you can do everything, like hop on a monorail, take the boat, ride the Skyliner between resorts, because each different mode of travel, I think, offers unique views and feels, like, especially like if it's chilly out, you sort of have that like holiday feel to it as well. You could maybe try and collect different holiday treats or souvenirs. So if you want to add a small like treat to every stop, many gingerbread displays offer snacks or pins or cookies or holiday themed sweets, right? So remember, you can enjoy the displays and activities without purchasing anything, but if you do want to sort of plus it up, you can do that as well. Don't forget to capture your magical moment with family photos. So many of the resorts offer unique, beautiful, picturesque holiday backdrops and unique photo spots. There's snow-covered trees and twinkling lights and gingerbread. Like, bring your smartphone, but also be sure to look out for the PhotoPass photographers as well. And I think if you are visiting Walt Disney World during the holidays, I think a great way to end your vacation or your staycation is by going to Disney Springs and enjoying the holiday festivities there. Like, get out of the crowds of the parks and finish off with the Christmas tree stroll at Disney Springs. Go get a picture with Santa. Go check out some of the live holiday music, the decorations. Go to Jock Lindsay's or go make a reservation at one of, or more than one of, your favorite restaurants. I think it's just the perfect way to sort of punctuate your vacation. And if you want to do something extra special, like I said, make your way over to the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin. It is an easy walk from Epcot, the Boardwalk, the Yacht and Beach Club. Go say hi to Santa and Mrs. Claus. I love Mrs. Claus. Please tell her I sent you and ask her to put me back on the nice list if she can. But these are just some of the many different ways that you can enjoy your holiday time at Walt Disney World. Whatever holiday you celebrate, or even if it's just the spirit of the season, there really is something special about Walt Disney World this time of year. It's not just the cooler weather, but the decorations and the music, and everybody just seems a little bit happier, probably because it's not 112 degrees outside with 97% humidity. But I think it makes the most magical place on earth even that much more special. And I'd love to know from you, how do you or would you like to spend the holidays at Walt Disney World? What's the thing that you or your family or your friends or your spouse or kids, whatever it is, what's the one thing that you love to do? What's something that I missed maybe for this list? Whether it's free or otherwise, please let me know by commenting over in the WDW Radio Clubhouse. I'll post this question there at wdwradio.com/clubhouse. I'll also do the same over on Instagram. I am at Lou Mongello. Or if you want to be heard on the air, you can call the voicemail at 407-900-9391. That's 407-900-WDW1. And I'd love it if you called from your house, from your car, sharing your favorite holiday memory, activity, or tradition, or better yet, call when you're at Walt Disney World and let me hear that magic in your voice and the music in the background. But remember, you don't need to be in Walt Disney World to have a happy holiday season. Like the song used to say, no matter what, where, and how you celebrate, you are the magic. Like, the magic is in you, and you don't have to be in Walt Disney World to bring some of that Disney magic to your home, and to your friends, and to your family. And now I can't stop thinking about going to Jock Lindsay's. If only there was somebody, anybody, who would go with me. It's time for this week's Walt Disney World Trivia Challenge, where I'll test your Disney knowledge with a bit of trivia, history, or ask you to identify where in Walt Disney World you may have heard a sound, song, or quote. If you enter an answer correctly, you could win a Disney prize package. And this week's trivia segment is brought to you by you. Because by becoming part of the WDW Radio Nation family, you help bring every episode, live show, and event to life. And for as little as $1 per month, not only do you help support the show, but you unlock exclusive rewards like scavenger hunts, group video calls, you get access to our private community, and fun surprise packages depending on your level. Plus, your support helps fuel our Dream Team project, which has raised more than $500,000 to send children with life-threatening illnesses to Walt Disney World through Make-A-Wish. So I invite you to please join us in making magic happen, and thank you for being such a vital part of the show. I want to thank some new and longtime members of the Nation family, including Jason Hendricks Sickles Jr., David Derflinger, Nicholas Gorn, the Weber family, Mike Kell, and Russell Boyce. I sincerely appreciate you and your friendship, support, and help, and I love giving back to you each and every month. And if you want to find out how you can be part of the Nation family, you can visit wdwradio.com/support. Now, before we get to this week's trivia question, let's go back, review last week's, and select our winner. So the recent U.S. presidential election inspired me to head on over to Liberty Square and the Hall of Presidents, which is originally an e-ticket attraction, but was a concept originally planned for Disneyland, but under a different name. And your question was to tell me what was the original name of the attraction that Walt himself wanted for Disneyland's unbuilt Liberty Square. First of all, thanks to so many of you entered, got this one correct, and knew that the answer is One Nation Under God. And Walt Disney, who loved America, originally envisioned the Hall of Presidents as part of Liberty Street, which is going to be a proposed Revolutionary War era addition to Disneyland with historical shops and a Liberty Hall right off of Main Street, USA. And his idea was to have a main attraction with audio animatronic figures of all U.S. presidents and key moments in American history, but due to high costs and technological limits, the plan was delayed. Instead, Disneyland got great moments with Mr. Lincoln, which was created for the 64-65 World's Fair, showcasing a lifelike single Abraham Lincoln figure, but that success paved the way for the future Hall of Presidents attraction, which opened in Walt Disney World's Liberty Square in 1971. But I took all the correct entries, randomly selected one, and last week you were playing for a WDW Radio keychain, stickers, pin, a brand new WDW Radio vinyl sticker, and a mystery item. And last week's winner, randomly selected, is Veronica Cooper. So Veronica, congratulations. I'll set your prize package out to you right away. And if you played last week and didn't win, that's okay, because here's your next chance to enter in this week's Walt Disney World Trivia Challenge. So Mickey Mouse's and my daughter's birthday is this week on November 18th. So let's celebrate with some Mickey Mouse trivia, because Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is the very first attraction to feature Mickey Mouse, but he's always had a home in the Disney parks, literally and figuratively. In fact, he had at one time a wonderful little cottage that you could actually tour in Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World. So tell me, what was the name of Mickey's Toontown Fair home? What was the name of Mickey's Toontown Fair home in Walt Disney World? You have until Sunday, November 24th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern to go to WDWRadio.com, click on this week's podcast, use the form there, and again, this week you're going to play for the keychain, the stickers, the pin, the new vinyl sticker, and a mystery item. So good luck and have fun. Huge thank you to you for joining me this and every week. And remember, just because it is the end of the episode, it does not mean it is the end of the fun or the conversation. Come be part of both in the Clubhouse over at wdwradio.com/clubhouse. Connect and talk with me on social. I am at Lou Mangello on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And don't forget to join me this and every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern for WDW Radio Live. And this week, if all goes to plan, I'll take you to one of the places we talked about on this week's show. We'll go and wander and explore Disney Springs, the Christmas Tree Trail, maybe even head over to Jock Lindsay's Holiday Bar. You could watch, chat, be part of the fun and conversation over on our Facebook page, on the WDW Radio group, or on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/WDW Radio. And of course, as much as I love connecting with you online, I still believe that nothing beats a handshake and a hug. So please visit our events page over at WDWRadio.com or on our Facebook page and find out about our upcoming Meet of the Month in Walt Disney World, group cruises, group adventures by Disney. I would love to invite you to join us next year on the Disney Treasure, our Adventures by Disney to Japan, Disneyland in Southern California, or our Adventures by Disney River Cruise in September on the Seine and to Disneyland Paris. And you can get a free, no obligation quote for any or all of those adventures or any trip an adventure that you want to create to Walt Disney World, any Disney destination, or any vacation destination on the planet by visiting my friends over at mousefantravel.com, because no matter where you go, they are my trusted and recommended partner for more than 17 years. They handle all the planning, they answer all your questions so you can focus on making memories and dining reservations. They offer completely free vacation planning services, so visit mousefantravel.com for a free, no obligation quote today. And as always, my friend, and you are my friend, whether we have met yet or not, all I ask is that if you like the show, please help spread the word. Share a link to this or your favorite episode on social. Tag me at Lou Mangello so I can reshare and follow you. If you're listening on your phone, take a screenshot of your player, share it on social, send it to a friend, and if you can, rate and review the show over on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Remember, if there's ever anything I can do for you, any way that I can help you, please visit LouMangello.com. Remember to be kind, to choose the good, and have a great day and even better tomorrow. I love and appreciate you. So until next time, see ya.
Hi, Lou. It's Tom Free calling from New York, the city you're probably just leaving, and I hope you had a great time while you were here. I just wanted to call regarding your recent podcast episode on your 5 scariest Disney animated movie moments, and you asked for our input, and I certainly like your choices, though I never actually saw the Black Cauldron or the Brave Little Toaster, but I love the other choices, and now I'd like to check those out. But as far as my top choice, it would have to be the Headless Horseman scene from The Adventures of Ichabod. And I know you mentioned this in passing, but I never actually saw the full sequence until a few years ago, and I honestly was legitimately scared. I think it's terrifying. I think it's brilliantly done, brilliantly animated. And not just the sequence where Ichabod is being chased by the Headless Horseman, who is really close to annihilating him in a really bloody, horrific way, but the whole sequence that precedes this is great, where Ichabod and his horse are heading home, and every creepy sight and sound of the forest is preying on his fears. It really plays into so many childhood fears, and artistically, I think it echoes many of the sights and sounds of the Snow White sequence in the forest that you mentioned. It's just great. It's really great. And another one from Pinocchio, besides that brilliant and really frightening Lampwick transformation, is where Stromboli locks Pinocchio in his cage and also threatens to destroy him. There's like this, element of violence that makes these sequences really scary. And the lightning from the storm makes the marionettes look around him look like these menacing skeletons, and the sounds of the storm and the whole wagon is shaking back and forth. It's really scary, creepy stuff. Disney just knocked those out of the park, those moments. And the Headless Horseman sequence is so long, so that makes it even scarier. Anyway, great episode, and thanks for the chance to revisit these really frightening moments. Take care. Bye.
Hey, Lou. It's Christine Morrison from Flowertown, Pennsylvania. I'm just getting over a cold. That's not my new sultry voice. It's my I can't talk voice. So I just finished your podcast with Amanda and Sean, and I just love these in and outs. So my son walked in the door from work as I was watching this, so I started asking him all of his ins and outs questions. So Marvel, I'm trying to remember the question. I think that they can recover. So I don't remember if that was an in or out. My favorite festival is Festival of the Arts. Perfect weather. You still get the food. You get all the art. It's just fantastic. I've been to it.
Hey, Lou, first-time listener, first-time caller. I was just listening to 789, and you're talking about the locking sound of the WDW monorails. I mean, I know it's a WDW podcast, but Disneyland, they're still doing it old school, locking the doors manually, so you grew up on that sound.